All right, everyone. Today we're going to talk about something that's, well, it's going to be a huge deal for your careers. It's a way of thinking, a mindset shift for this age of AI. And no, we're not just talking about using the latest cool tools. We're going way deeper. We're talking about becoming an architect.
Okay, let me ask you something, and be honest. How many of you think that just being really, really good at using ChatGPT is going to be your secret weapon out there in the job market? I mean, it kind of feels like a superpower right now, right? Well, I've got a bit of a reality check for you. In just a couple of years, knowing how to use these AI tools, it's going to be like knowing how to use email or Microsoft Word. It's just going to be expected. It's the new baseline. Nothing special about it. So that leads to a really important question for all of you. If everyone can do that, how are you going to stand out? How are you going to be the one who brings something extra to the table?
The answer, the key, is to stop thinking of yourself as just a user of AI. The real goal here is to become an architect. Someone who designs the whole system. That's the big idea we're digging into. So let's look at the difference. On one side, you've got the AI user. They get a task, they feed it to an AI, they get a result. Simple. But look at the other side. The architect. They're thinking bigger. They're designing the entire workflow, how the people, the AI, and all the other tools fit together like a puzzle to get the job done efficiently. I love this analogy because it just clicks. Being a manager who uses AI, that's like being a really good driver. You know the car, you know the rules of the road, but being an orchestrator who designs AI systems, that's like being a person who designs the entire highway. Totally different level of thinking, right? That's where we want to get to.
Okay, so how do we actually do that? How do we start thinking like that road designer, that orchestrator? We need a system, a framework to help us make the right calls.
And it all starts with this really simple but honestly super powerful idea. Just about any task you'll ever have to deal with in a business setting, you can sort it into one of three buckets. And here are those three buckets. This is the heart of the whole thing, the orchestrator's mindset. It's all about making this decision. Do I automate this? Do I augment it? Or do I hand it off to an AI agent? Let's actually break this down, because this is important. Bucket number one, automate. This is for the simple stuff, the no-brainers, the tasks that are totally rule-based. Think about reordering office supplies when they get low. Super simple. Then you have bucket number two, augment. This is the sweet spot where you team up a human with an AI. You use the AI's insane speed to find patterns, maybe in like thousands of customer reviews, and then a human uses their judgment to decide what to do about it. And finally, bucket three, delegate to an agent. This is where you let an AI run a whole process, like drafting up purchase orders based on sales data. And this is really, really important. You always have a human in the loop to give that final okay. So how do you decide which bucket to use? Well, it all comes down to one magic question. You have to ask yourself, what breaks if a human isn't in the loop? Seriously, this question is everything. If the answer is, not much, then you can probably automate it. But if the answer is, oh my gosh, the entire business could fall apart, well, then you absolutely need a human there, either augmenting or supervising an agent. All right, so those buckets, that's the what to do. But now we need the how. We need a step-by-step process. And for that, we've got a really simple model called ORCA. So here's how ORCA works. It's 4 simple steps. First, observe. You got to really understand the task. What are the inputs? What are the outputs? Then, R, route it. You pick one of those 3 buckets we just talked about. Next, and this is so important, C, configure guardrails. You have to think, what could go wrong here, and who needs to sign off on this? And finally, A, assess. You check the results. Did it actually work? Does it need to be adjusted? Honestly, this is what great managers do every single day. Okay, so I can see you thinking, this is cool, but I'm still in school. Why does this matter to me right now? The answer is simple. This exact way of thinking is what's going to get you a job and get you promoted once you're in it. Yeah, I'm not kidding. This is not just some theory for a class. Understanding this framework, it's your ticket to absolutely crushing a job interview and being the person they trust with important projects right from the start. Okay, want a pro tip? Something you can do this week? Start building a little portfolio. Make a 1-page document, call it a Build a Bot brief. Pick a real business process and map it out. What would the AI agent do? What data does it need? And most importantly, when does a human have to step in? I'm telling you, you walk into an interview with one of these, you're not just another student who knows ChatGPT, you're a strategist. Interviewers go crazy for this stuff. Let me just lay it out for you. Picture this. You're in your first job and your boss hands you some messy, inefficient process. The average person says, oh yeah, I can use AI on that. Okay, fine. But you're the one who says, Okay, I've looked at this. Here's the part we can totally automate. Here's where we can use AI to augment what our team does. And this part right here, this is where a human absolutely has to make the final call. I promise you, that's the person who gets the project. That's the person who gets noticed. Every single time.
So, we're kind of back where we started. It's a given that you're going to use AI in your career. That's not even a question anymore. The real question is how you're going to use it. Are you going to be the driver, just staying on the road someone else built for you? Or are you going to be the architect, the one who designs the whole system? It's really up to you to decide which one you want to be.